Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Sean Higgs coming out here. It's Tuesday, the 22nd. And on a Tuesday, I'm joined by, as always, Brian Bitler and Matt Fargo, who I wish we had a little Matt Fargo action figure. We could put him in the middle here. We don't have a little Matt Fargo. Technical difficulties for Matt. It happens sometimes. But he'll be back with us tomorrow talking some NBA playoffs. We got 30 games here on Tuesday we'll be talking about. Bucks, Pacers, Memphis, OKC, Lakers, Minnesota. But before we get to that good stuff, you do the good stuff and hit the like button here on the Winner Circle YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, notification bells on, so you know every day. NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball picks, NFL picks. A couple months away for NFL, but you know there'll be NFL picks soon enough. Maybe some draft talk. Who knows? Whatever's happening, you need the notification bell on. Again, these are our free plays. You tuned in yesterday, 2-1 with the NBA free picks. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take a 2-1 day there for our NBA. But again, the cream of the crop, the best of the best, our top plays, only at gamblersworld.net for our premium action. Head on over to gamblersworld.net. One, because they're our sponsor. Two, because we want to make you some money. And it starts off with a $279 basketball NBA playoff package. All the games, pick a capper. And that's it. Listen, NBA is what, till mid-June, right? I mean, you're going to get a bunch of NBA games for $279. Now you're like, oh, I kind of like the NBA, but what about it's baseball's every day. Good news, 30-day packages available, and they're guaranteed. We show you a profit over that time, or we credit you back. 3, 7, 30-day packages, guaranteed. We win, or you're not paying. We credit you back, and you go after somebody else. We have a leaderboard on gamblersworld.net. You see how everybody does. Find a cap you like. Get on board a 30-day package. Let's be honest. You grab anybody on that site for 30 days, you're going to make a little money. And obviously, the longer the package might cost a little more, but you're going to get more games. So per play cost, your ROI, I guess. How would that be worded, your purchase pricing? Right? You bring down that pricing model, right?
Price per pick.
Price per pick, right? It kind of pulls it down. You're buying something. You're like, hey, I want to buy something, but this is $10. This is $5. We're really paying $7.50. Same kind of thought process when it comes to a long-term package on gamblersworld.net. Now, Brian, how are you, my friend? Listen, we're gonna jump right into a game here because we got 3 of them. Why dilly dally for? Because we always dilly dally anyway. We'll get to the dilly dallying, but. The Bucks and the Pacers here for you. 4.5-point favorite for Indiana. Total is sitting at 229. Milwaukee could hit a couple more 3-pointers. They might have been in that game. You come in there, shoot kind of poorly. Beginning of the year, our guy dug up and was like, you know what? Fade the Bucks. This is Cleveland's division to win. And worked out pretty well because the Bucks are a 5 seed. But they still won 48 games. They've done it without Lillard. They did it without Giannis was hurt for a while. What do you think about this matchup? To me, the Pacers, now they aren't the Thunder or Memphis or Minnesota, but they were kind of a young team last year. People were excited about with Halliburton. Like, oh, look at this. Nice, young. They score a lot of points. Game 1, I like the Bucks. You give me 6 points. I got the best guy on the floor. I think I got a shot. Wasn't meant to be. Are the Pacers the young team that's kind of going to surprise and take the step forward here? They start as a kind of big favorite overall in the series. Are you liking them to go up 2-0 here, or do the Bucks have a shot, or are you looking at maybe a total or something different on this one?
I think as far as my way I go with games, I got to be flexible. In game 1, I really liked the Pacers. I thought they were in a good spot at home, chip on their shoulder. But in this game 2, I'm going to switch sides and take the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks got the doors blown off, 117-98 in that game 1, and now they're getting some firepower back. And if you look at their stats on offense and defense, they're pretty closely together as far as talent level goes. I think it's a 1-possession game, and you're going to give me 4.5 with the Bucks. I think that's where I want to be here. Teams don't want to go down 2-0, no doubt about it. I just think it's going to be a close one here.
Brian Bitler liking Milwaukee plus the 4.5. And again, I'm kind of torn on this one. I haven't pulled the trigger on this one. I don't know. you know how it is, right? You take a team or you like a team and they don't take care of business in game one for you. You're kind of hesitant in game two. You're like, ugh, right? You kind of got you let me down. I'm off of you. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. It's like, thanks for nothing. But I understand that it's a veteran team. It's a championship team.
Yep.
Giannis, this is, and you're getting guys back a little healthier. And if you make 2 more 3-pointers, it's a different game. It's a different game. I'll agree with you here with the Bucks. Again, these are free picks, folks. I haven't bet any NBA for today. So, so
Plus
there's
it's
that.
the NBA. They could be up 7 points there at the end. Bucks run up the court, shoot a 3-pointer, and bam, they only lose by 4 and you cover. So
I know that because I had the Clippers on, I guess, Saturday, getting 3.5, and I get a meaningless 3 with a second left to take a 5 down to a 2, and never in doubt winner, baby. That's how we like it. No sweat bets like that. But again, official show pick.
That's why we're
Brian.
bald between me and Sean. We lost a lot of hair.
The Bucks plus 4.5. Again, this is Brian's free pick, show free pick. You want Brian's best bets? Head on over to gamblersworld.net. And Brian, how was the weekend for you? Your playoffs so far, and what do you got at gamblersworld.net here on a Tuesday?
I'll tell you what, Saturday was great. Sunday 0-5, but then last night bounced back with a 4-1. So I really needed that. Overall, NBA and NHL have been really good to me. I'm on a 30-16, 65% run the NBA, and in the NHL, 24-12, 67%. It's baseball. It's really given me trouble lately. So I'm looking forward to tonight and this week of playoff action.
There you go. Nice little run there for Brian. It's always good to bounce back when you have like the bad day. Come back with a.
And I'm super superstitious. I'm like, what the hell did I not do on Sunday that I did?
And to go from one high to like to the low, it's like two different. It's one thing. It's like dragging along. Like my baseball, I'm kind of 5 and 3 day, 2 and 1 day, 1 and 2 day. So it's kind of like up and down spinning wheels. But then when you're really high, you're like, all right. And then you hit a donut day. You're like, what the heck just happened here? What happened? Ugh. At least me, on days like that, Brian, you're thinking, all right, you got to adjust the number. Like, how did it just go,
And
like,
sometimes it's, Saturday I caught all the breaks on the board. Texas Rangers hit a walk-off home run.
Oh, there you go.
There's a couple off the top of my head that just got, a little bit of luck. And then on Sunday, nothing went my way. And that's just the way it is in sports gambling. Some days you have a little bit of luck and some days you don't.
You got. I didn't get much luck yesterday. I went 2-1 in MLB. Should have been a 3-0 sweep because I got the Braves somehow pulled out a late lead, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a run line win here, and then all of a sudden they gave it all back. They gave it all back. Kind of like
the Phillies in that ninth inning a few days ago, where they were covering the run line. They give up, just a boatload of runs.
That's again, stop betting with the hard Philly guy over there. You were just like, Phillies are going to win every game. You're like the Dodger guys over there. Bet the Dodgers every game. Although Nola, I think, is done. I think he's. I thought he was done 2 years ago. He's definitely done now. I think. Definitely
he went 6 1/3 last night, and then the wheels fell off the wagon. With them.
He was pretty good last night. They lost 2-0 or whatever. He's going to have a nice outing every once in a while, but I think on the year it's not going to be a good year for him. I think it's probably going to be like a 12-9 kind of season with a high 3 or 4+ ERA. Yeah,
he's kind of like Greg Maddox. He's got to be hitting his spots on the outside corners with his junk, and if he's not, then he's going to get hit.
And in today's baseball, the way these guys swing at everything, they don't care about strikeout. They're going to be swinging, and he might get in trouble. This isn't 90s guys looking to draw walks and stuff. These guys want to swing. All right. Milwaukee plus 4.5. Matt's not with us. We'll jump onto his game real fast here. He's got Memphis and OKC. I'll just get your thought on this one. We'll move on.
Sure.
Thunder, 14.5 point fave. Big fave again. 229 total. I don't care. I want to take the Thunder again. I like the Thunder in game one. I like the Thunder. They beat teams by 17 all year long. Do I think Memphis is going to show any heart here and show up in this game? I don't think so. I mean, do you like the points here? Do you think they're going to you get their teeth kicked in? Are they going to show any heart in this game after losing by 50?
I'll tell you what, when a team loses by 51 points, it's an embarrassment. I don't, for me, I think Memphis might be a play that I should have had as a premium pick. This is the NBA playoffs. You're giving me 14.5 going against a Thunder team who are the best cover team in the NBA. Everybody knows that. I just think the world is going to be taking the Thunder again tonight, even at this big line after seeing that butt whooping that Memphis took. So for me, I think the Grizzlies are a solid play here. I think if you don't have heart after getting beat by 51, then there's a problem. Somebody needs
That's
to
the thing.
fired.
I don't think they have any. I think they're a gutless team. I really do. And they're talented. They got, good players, but I don't know how they're going to respond. And again, lose by 50. Can they lose by 20 here? I'm high. Listen, I think the Thunder win it all, so I'm going to think the Thunder win by 20. So I'm
Well, every once in a while we disagree. We'll see how
it happens. That's all
that's
right.
That's why it's not a premium pick for me, because I do love it and I has some situations that I like, but the way Memphis showed no heart in game one took it off the premium scale for me. So
it is. And, people get on, right, like, oh, look, he's laughing on the bench. You'll never see that from, other players. I don't know. Sometimes you get guys in a game and they're just like, what are you going to do? It was just not their night. But as much as it wasn't their night, it's definitely been OKC's year. I mean, you go look at some of the regular season scores, and I know teams take days off and this and that, but I don't know. To do what they did and cover, even at the tail end of the season when their lines were 13, 15, 17 with guys sitting out.
We'll have to see if they get the matchup against the Boston Celtics. I think the Celtics were in cruise control for most of the regular season, and now playoffs, I think it's a different story. So hopefully I wouldn't mind seeing a Boston Celtic Thunder matchup, see how that goes down as far as the line goes.
And we will talk more about that tomorrow. So be sure to turn on your notification bells here, because Brian's game tomorrow is the Magic and the Celtics.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be on tomorrow's plate of games. And you're here again. Hit the like. You're here. Milwaukee plus 4.5 is a free pick here from Brian. His top plays for Tuesday are at gamblersworld.net. Thunder, it's, again, whatever you want to do. We got two guys, two different opinions. You want to see our best bets in the NBA playoffs tonight? Head to gamblersworld.net and go get it right now. Final game here, since Matt's not here. Thanks, Matt. We could have talked Blue Jays talk with you, but here we go. We're gonna chop off 10 minutes out of the show. Just like that.
All right.
We'll have you on your way. Oh boy, my Lakers, baby. You know I'm gonna come here and bash LA here. The Lakers 6.5-point favorites now. Oh yeah. No way they can lose again, because if you lose game one, you have to lose, or you have to win game two. As Chip said yesterday, we're doing a show. It's the old zigzag. You got to bounce back after a loss. Teams bounce back. I don't know. I've seen teams get swept. I've seen teams not covered.
Did it go up a point? Because it was 5.5 this morning.
It was 5.5. It is 6. I just saw on DK.
Nice.
As I came into the show here, it's gone up. Sign me up for Minnesota, baby. I like Minnesota in game one. I like Minnesota in game two. I like Minnesota in game three. I like them in game four to sweep. The Lakers, again, and I was just doing a show a couple of friends of ours, and I was bashing LeBron for his whole nonsense of we didn't have a super team in Miami. It was just, fella, you went in there and said you're going to win 5 championship games on ESPN. Yeah, it was a super team. You say you're going to win 5 championships. You're not winning championship here. You and Luka are Hall of Famers, but that's it. It's you and Luka. I don't want to hear about Austin Reeves as a nice player. You have no depth. Rui's an all right kind of player. You need more. You need a couple of these guys. I mean, I remember November, people were talking about Dalton Connect like the guy was the next Larry Bird. Look at him. Oh, he's Dirk. He's Dirk. Look at this guy play. Yeah, where's he at now? A couple good games does not make you a great role player. You got a couple good role players on this team to offset Luka and LeBron. You need more. This team definitely needs a bench. It needs a big man. The Timberwolves, listen, Ant-Man's pretty solid. He's no fluke. I know we got guys in here. I think our guy Scott Pritchard, like, so during football season, would come in and make fun, call him a little chubster. Like doesn't seem like he's really motivated to play. But Minnesota's a good team. I think they started slow based on they made trades. Everybody's kind of getting meshing together. Down the stretch, all right, maybe not the elite of the elite, the NBA, but you're winning games. You won your games. 6 points. Sign me up, Brian. I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking the Wolves here in 6 points. Lakers, no. It's a two-man show. And at any minute, one of these guys get hit on the knee, they fall down, and it's a one-man show. There you go. There's my rant.
For me in this matchup here, I had the Minnesota Timberwolves in game 1 for my best bet. Cashed pretty easy. Now in game 2, I have a best bet here on the side. But as far as the total goes, I'm going to go with the under. This number set pretty low, and I think it's set pretty low for a reason. I think you're going to see the Lakers and Minnesota really ratcheted up on defense. Lakers only scored 95 in that first meeting. I wouldn't be shocked to see the first team to 100 win this game. So that leaves me a little bit of a leeway there, 10 or 11 points. So I'm going to go with the under.
And I will 100% agree with you on that under here because it's a nice big win there for Minnesota. And what happens in the next game? The team that's down is going to come out. We got to D up, do this and that. Minnesota, I get it. We're happy. We got to split. We're going to go home. Let's go home and take care of business on our home court. I could see them being a little more flat and not as urgent, so the scoring won't be there. So I'll agree with you on that. A little bonus play there on the under for you with this Laker-Minnesota game. And that's it. That's a wrap on a Wednesday here. But it's not really a Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah. It's a Tuesday. I'm getting ahead of myself. But Milwaukee plus 4.5 for Brian. I like Minnesota in the 6. Are you shocked I'm going to come in here and not take the Lakers? Don't be. I can go on for 25 minutes about the floppy and Luka, but I'm not. I'm going to tell you right now. Head on over, gamblersworld.net for Brian's best bets tonight. Brian, what do you got? Anything on the loaded up right now as we speak? I know you got the NBA game tonight.
Yeah, I got my NBA titanium best bet, but I got a rare 2 titanium day. And my other big play is my NHL first round game of the year over at gamblersworld.net. I'm on a 24-12 run, 67% in the NHL. So maybe pick up my pucks play over at gamblersworld.net.
I love it. Cold cash on the ice from Brian. I got one hockey game I might add to the site. I do have a 3-pack of MLB up, 2-1 yesterday in baseball there. So I've been getting a little better in baseball, chipping away. I was down a little bit.
Yes. But me too. How's your baseball bid right now? Baseball 9-4, last 13. So I consider that to be turning the corner because I had a really rough start to baseball.
Yeah, I think I'm like 8-3 or something the last 3 days. So I'm moving around a little bit. Again, I am like 10 games under, 8 games under 500, something like that, which is not terrible. Again, if we're taking dogs, Bri, I'm not really going to get crushed being that. I'm 3 games away from being 500, basically, when I'm taking underdog. So,
yeah, for instance, yesterday, the Miami Marlins and the Cleveland Guardians, they're both about plus 105 or so. Yeah. That's the type of lines that I like to look for, something with no juice to low juice.
I had Cleveland yesterday. I did have the Mets. I had the Braves run line. I thought was going to be a winner. I was going to take Miami. I like Meyer. I think he's a good pitcher. I just can't. I have such trouble taking Miami because I look at that offense and I'm like, who are these batters? I shouldn't say the offense because I like the over today in their game, Miami. I think them and the Reds go over.
You saw wake up a little bit against the Philadelphia Phillies, though. The Phillies bullpen is trash, but they were.
You're like you're a baseball card guy. I crack open a 20-25 box. I'm like, who the hell are these Marlin guys? I don't know anybody in like Stowers.
You don't want to get a Miami Marlins in your team break if you're buying into team breaks.
I'm like, who are these cats? But they score runs. But again, I like the pitcher, Meyer. Cabrera, we'll talk about this game real fast here. We'll get out of here. Cabrera's another one of the young guys, right? They always have these young pitchers supposed to be really good, and then arm injury. So this guy's, I think, 25.
He can throw 100-mile-an-hour sinkers,
Yeah. But what are you going to do? He's got 2 arm injuries the last 5 years. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's enough. We can talk about Marlin, sad baseball pitching, but do yourselves a favor. Take the Bucks today. Take Minnesota today. Premium plays from Brian Bitler and myself at gamblersworld.net. Back tomorrow. Matt Fargo will join us. We need Seth. Seth, you got to put the little action figure. Make an action figure for Matt. We can put him in a little thumbnail or
bobblehead. bobblehead.
A bobblehead, yeah, a little Blue Jay bobblehead or something. I don't know, with a Labette's blue and a moose burger or something. I don't even know. But we're out of here on a Tuesday. Brian, good luck today. People watching, hit the like button. Happy Tuesday. Bye-bye.